Hey, friend, welcome back to the Content Systems for Growth podcast. I'm Michelle Dewey, and I'm so glad you're here today. Today, we're going to talk about something that I know so many wrestle with, especially if you're a planner or you have the desire to be a planner. Let's just say that. I've talked about in the last two episodes your annual planning and also how to create and set up for a strategic planning day. But today I want to talk about something that is also just important when it comes to your planning because you've already done all the work of planning for your year ahead, maybe your quarter ahead, but now it's time to actually protect that plan. You protect your plan by protecting your yes. I'm guessing you understand the struggle for yourself. If you built your business through sheer determination and hustle, you say yes to every opportunity that came your way because that's what it took to grow. But now you're exhausted and you're burnt out from saying yes to everything and anything that needs to be done to grow your online business. You're tired of wearing all those hats, and the yes to everything mindset that has gotten you to this point. Well, it's not going to take you any further. Not if you want to grow without burning yourself out. Not if you want to show up for people God has entrusted to you. So let's talk about how to say no to the distractions that keep you from focusing on what truly matters. Here's the thing. Overcoming the yes to everything mindset starts with knowing what you need to say no to doing. It's figuring out the tasks that are distracting you and keeping you stuck. It's that mindset that keeps you holding on tight out of fear that it won't be done right if you're not the one doing it. Now, this is important. You have to let go of control in the areas of your business that you can actually offload to a virtual team member. And if you're like most people I talk to, this brings on a whole new set of worries because now you'll be required to manage a team member or maybe multiple team members. And that feels overwhelming in itself, doesn't it? But here's what I want you to think about. With continued growth, you're constantly questioning what tasks must get your yes and what tasks must get your absolute no. What are the tasks that you want to let go of? What are the ones that maybe you would love to do, but somebody else could easily do them for you, allowing you more time to work with more clients, or honestly, more time to be present with your family? You get to choose. Let me share something personal with you. For me, it was the realization that I was holding on to all the pieces of my content creation process because I love that piece. Obviously, right? Since content management is the main service I offer in my business. But by keeping all of the things, everything it took to get my podcast from being recorded to published, I was limiting the number of clients that I could actually take on and help them with their content process. But once I realized it was time to expand my content creation team past just me, the decision to say no to all of those steps after the podcast was recorded became a lot simpler. And once I said yes to hiring and letting go of that control, I felt that weight come off my shoulders. Like literally, I could breathe easier. You see, long form content is necessary for marketing and lead generation in your business. I'm not saying it's not important, but ask yourself this one question. Does this task get your yes? Are you the one that needs to be doing all of it? Perhaps it's something else that needs to be a hard no in your business so other things can get your mindful yes. Your business journey, I'm guessing to this point, has been marked by an incredible willingness to embrace every opportunity. You say yes because you're capable, not because you're careless. Your yes to everything mindset has served you well in growing your business. But you only have so many hours in the day. And let's be real, your family needs you too. The feeling of perpetual overwhelm, the constant exhaustion, the resentment that sneaks in sometimes, those are signs that your yes has been stretched too far. Each yes carries its own weight. It's not just impacting your schedules, it's impacting your well being, it's impacting your focus. It's impacting your ability to be present with the people who matter the most. And here's something important to remember as well. Every yes always requires a no to something else. Saying yes to every project another client, another collaboration, another volunteer role. It often means saying no to your peace, your family, your calling, or potentially your health. A mindful yes actually creates that space. A guilt yes crushes you. You know what I mean with that feeling, right? Let's make this simple. Before you give your yes to anything, I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. Question 1: is guilt making the decision for me? If your yes comes from fear, fear of disappointing someone, fear of missing out, fear of being judged, then it's not a mindful yes. It's a guilt yes. When you're faced with difficult decisions, it's so common for business owners like you, like me, to feel the pressure to say yes to everyone and everything. But here's the truth: it's okay to say no to certain tasks or opportunities. So ask yourself, are you saying yes out of guilt, or is this a true yes for you? Don't let the pressure of that guilt steamroll you into the wrong decision. I had a note on my desk for the longest time that said, Michelle, remember, stay in your own lane. Question 2: will saying yes here cost me time with my clients or my family? The true priorities must rise above people pleasing. If the cost is too high, the answer is a loving no. When you take on too many commitments, you risk neglecting the people who matter the most to you. I'm guessing you can relate to this. You're juggling the client sessions, the program development, trying to maintain your household with an already busy schedule. Somewhere in there, you're supposed to show up consistently with your marketing. It's exhausting. Remembering to say no to some tasks or projects allows you to give more time to those who truly deserve your attention, prioritizing your relationships and making time for self care. Friends, these are key factors in maintaining a successful and meaningful business. Your calling deserves systems that support it, not stress you out. And question 3: am I saying yes out of calling or fear? Fear based yeses drain you, calling based yeses strengthen you. When you say yes to something that's not in alignment with your life and your business, you're likely to have to say no to something that would be a better fit for you. Or if you say yes, you might have to back out later. Or worse, and this is the one that really gets me, you'll say yes, and then you'll have to miss time with your family because you overcommitted yourself. These 3 questions alone will give you the clarity you've been missing. Now that you know what to avoid, let's talk about how to actually choose the yes that aligns with your calling. So, your body tells the truth because your brain can justify anything and your ego will chime in there too. But does this opportunity make your chest feel tight? Do you feel fatigued just thinking about it? Do you feel tense or pressure? That's a no. If you feel energized, relieved, excited, well, that is a yes. Your body knows before you talk yourself into something that doesn't fit. Listen to your body cues. I'm serious about this. Your body knows before your mind catches up sometimes. Saying no to things that are draining your energy or distracting you from the bigger picture opens up room. It opens up room to say yes to the opportunities that truly energize you and will actually impact your business growth. Before saying yes to anything, take a moment to evaluate the significance it holds in your life and your business. Does it align with your values? Does it support your long term goals? Does it move you towards the vision God put on your heart? Or does it simply look shiny in the moment? If it's not a top priority or if it doesn't align with your long term impact, it's okay to say no. In other words, saying no to less important tasks open up space for more meaningful work. And friend, here's a simple rule of thumb. If someone needs an answer right this second without giving you time to figure out if it's a fit for your life, the answer is probably no. You're allowed to sleep on it. Okay, friends, it's time to wrap this up. At the end of the day, you have achieved success through hard work and hustle. You should be proud of that. However, as you continue to grow, it becomes necessary to prioritize your time and your energy differently by shifting your mindset from yes to everything to choosing the right yes You can say no to the distractions that keep you from focusing on what truly matters. Trust your gut. Are you saying yes out of guilt? Or is it because it's a true yes? Be mindful of what gets your yes. Listen to your body to guide you in making the right decisions. Prioritize your time with your clients and your family and evaluate the significance of each opportunity before you say yes. Friend, you're allowed to protect your time. You're allowed to grow slow and you're allowed to say no, even when it feels uncomfortable. A mindful yes is a yes that honors God, your family, your clients, and your own well being. I'm cheering you on. I know this is hard work, but you've got this. And speaking of saying no to all the things, if you're ready to focus on growing your audience and your impact with less overwhelm, I'd love to help you maximize your podcast. When you start practicing a mindful yes, you'll notice something quickly. The content tasks are usually the first things that need to go, not because you're incapable, but because your calling is something bigger. You can stop saying yes to all the things. You can stop posting to all the places and you can focus on crafting the content, bringing on another client, and giving more time to what matters most, your family. If this sounds like what you've been hoping for, please consider hiring us as your content creation team. With our easy, done for you content repurposing services, we turn your podcast into 8 pieces of content to grow your audience and your impact in less time. I'll put the link in the show notes so you can discover if this is the missing piece in your content creation system. Thank you so much for your time and listening all the way to the end. I appreciate you. I pray this gives you clarity, peace, and permission to make decisions that support the season you're in. I hope you make it a wonderful week because you have the power to do that.
Yay! Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you found this episode valuable and learned some actionable tips that you can implement in your business so that you can feel accomplished and less stressed. If you enjoyed this show, please take a quick minute to share this with your business bestie, subscribe, and leave a review. It helps me reach more business owners just like you. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in future episodes, please reach out to me on my website. I've created a form just for you. Remember, with the right system and mindset, you can achieve the success your heart desires. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to chatting with you next time. I appreciate you and I hope you have a wonderful week. And don't forget, let's grow, friends.